Hello guys, welcome back to the debug arena. In this video, I will show how we can upload image from our React Native application. Not only image, we are also going to update our users detail. So first, let me show you the demo of our application. So you can see here, currently this is my details, this is my profile photo and these are my details. So I will click on this. From here, I will navigate to the screen from where I can edit all of these things. Also, you can notice here, whatever details I was having, all of them are populated here. So we are going to do this also. So first I will try to change my image, which is my profile photo. I will select this one. After that, I will get the option to crop my image. We are going to implement this also. Then I will select the cropped image. After that, I will change my username from debug to arena. And you can see here, we cannot change our email because this is the mandatory field. So other than that, I can change my gender and my profession and my phone number like this. Then I will click on this update profile. And you can see I've got the message updated. Now I will navigate back to my home screen and you can see all the details which we have been updated is reflecting here. So these are the things we are going to cover in this video. Let me first give you the overview. Like there are multiple ways in which you can upload the image from your React Native application, and the most easiest one is that you convert your image to the base64 and store that base64 to your MongoDB. This is not the preferred way for the large application because sometimes the image size may be large and when you convert it to base64 it will be even larger. So this is not the recommended way, but you can use this for your small project, and in this video I'm going to show that. Other ways are like you can use Multer or you can use a cloud platform to store your image, and that cloud platform will give you the link, and that link you will store in MongoDB. The two way I will cover in some other video, but in today's video I'm going to upload image using base64. So without any delay, let's get started. You can see here, this is my home screen, and when I click on this edit icon, I am navigating to this edit profile screen. From this screen, user can upload his profile photo along with the all other details by clicking on this update profile. So I'm going to implement this feature today. Here you can see this is my code of this screen edit profile. You can get this code from my GitHub. To get this code, you can go inside this screen folder. Inside this update folder, you can see these two files. Inside this update profile only UI, there is only UI code. So you can copy and paste that code. And inside this update profile, I'm going to add all the validation. So let's get started. Now our first task will be to select the image from our device to our application. For that, I'm going to take the help of an external package. To install the package, we can go to Chrome, search for React Native Image Crop Picker. Click on the first link, minimize this. Then you can copy this command and run it in your CMD to install this package. I've already installed it. That's it for the installation process. Now we are ready to use it. Now I will scroll down to see the example of how we can use it. And the first thing is that we have to import this line. So I will copy this, go to our project, and I will paste it here. Then I will go to the documentation, and you can see this is the example of how we can use it. So I will copy this, and I will come to my application, and you can see here that what I want, that when I click on this, the image picker should come and it will select the image and it should give me the base64. So for that, I will create a function here, name as select photo. Inside this, I will paste that code. What this code will do, whenever this function will be called, it will open the image picker. After that, we can set all the attributes. Currently, my image picker width and height will be 300 and 400, but I have to keep it on square. So I am passing here 400. Also, I want to crop the image. So I am setting here cropping as true. And we can use all other attributes also. For that, we can go to the documentation. We can scroll a little bit down. And you can find all the attributes here, like cropping, width, height, multiple, include base64. Yes, I want to include the base64 because I'm going to store the base64 of our image into our MongoDB. Let's copy this. Now I will go to my application. I will paste this attribute also, include base64 to true. And once we select the image, we will get the image detail inside this image, and here I'm controlling that. For now, I will save this, and then I will come to my touchable opacity, which is this image. And here I will call that function. On press call select photo. We'll save this. I will try to select one image. You can see the image picker has been opened. I'm selecting this image. Also here, because I have enabled this cropping as true, I'm getting the option to crop the image. But as you can see inside my UI, my image is in circular form. So for that, what I will do, I will come here and add one more attribute, which is cropper circle overlay, and I will set it to true. After that, we have to set one more attribute, which is avoid empty space around the image, and I will set it to true. Now I will save this. I will try to open my image picker. I will select this image. You can see here I am getting this crop option but inside this circular form. So it is looking much better. Now I will select the part of my image like this by cropping. Okay, here you can see I'm not able to minimize this square, which is the crop overlay. For that we will have to add one more attribute, which is free style crop enable, and I will set it to true. Now I will save this. Again I will go to my edit photo screen. I will click on this. Then I will select this image. And now you can see I am able to shrink this box so that I can select the particular part of my image. So this cropping part is done. Now I will select this image and let's see what we are getting inside the console. So I will go to my console and here you can see I am getting this base 64. Also here I am getting some properties of the image like mime, what is its extension, what is its size, and everything is looking good. Now here you can see there is one more thing, that this base 64 is incomplete. Like here you can see this base 64 is inside this data, but it is starting with this random digit. Always remember that the base 64 always start with some data dot base 64. So this is incomplete. So how we can complete that? For that we can go to the documentation and here you can see alongside with the include base 64 we will have to add this property. So I will copy this, again come to my application, and now here what I will do, I will first create one state just to see whatever base 64 we are getting, are we able to see the image through that base 64. For that I will create one state here name as image comma set image, and I will set it to null. Now I will come here and I will create one variable which is data and I will paste it here. So here what it is doing, it is adding this data and here it is adding the extension of our image and then adding base 64 and then it is adding image.data. Inside image.data you have seen that it is adding the half base 64. And by doing this, it is making the base 64 complete. Now I will store this whole base 64 inside our state. I will write here set image and inside this I will pass data. I will save this. Now I will scroll down and instead of this static URI, I will pass URI in my image, which is my state. I will save this. Now I will click on this. I am selecting this image. Cropping part is done. I will select this and the image should appear there and you can see we are successfully getting image. So this is how we can select the image in React Native. Now we just have to upload this image to our MongoDB through Node.js. Along with the image, I also have to set all other properties to update the user's detail. For that, I will create the state for each one. So let me do that quickly and it is done. Okay, everything is done. Now I will have to store all the value from these places inside their particular states. So let me do that quickly. I will come below and here I will add one function name as onPress. Here I can pass e and I will just write here set name and it will be e.nativeevent.text. So I will do this for each and every text boxes. And it is done. Now let's focus on this radio button. To store the value of the radio button, there is some another process. So let me just show you that. I will come inside this radio button of the mail and then we have to write here status is equal to mail. Then I will have to set it as checked, like the status will be checked. Otherwise it will be unchecked. Okay, and after that I will have to define here onPress, and inside onPress what I will do, I will set my gender and it will be set to male. Make sure that this male spelling and this will be same. Same thing I will copy here and paste it inside this radio button of the female, and here instead of male I will just pass female. And here you can see I am able to select the male and the female. Here you can see if my image state is empty, then I am getting this empty image. But instead of this empty image, I have to get this image which is this. So let's fix this. For that I will come here and I will just remove this comment and I will add condition here. I will also remove this URI image. I will come above and I will write here condition URI that if my image is equal to null, then put this image. Otherwise I will show my image variable. Now I will save this. And here you can see if my image state is empty, then I'm getting this image. And if I select any image from here, then I'm getting that image. So it is totally working fine. Now let's focus on the backend. This is my backend code. And here I have created this register API, login API, and this user data API. So if you also want to learn all of these things, then you can go and watch my previous videos. Now to add the image, the first step is that we have to add that image inside our user schema. So I will go to my user detail.js. This is my schema where I have defined all the users data. For now, user is containing only this much data, but we have to add another data like image, and its type will be string. I also have to add gender and profession, and both the type will be string. So let me just add that. Done. Now suppose let's take one scenario that you are not making this login and register application, you are making the gallery. So in that case, inside the schema, you can just add this image and then just create the API same as register, so that whenever you upload one image, it create a new data. But in our application, we don't want to create a new data on each image upload. Instead of that, we want to update the image for the particular user. That's why we will not be able to use this create, we have to use the update one. But if you are trying to make the gallery application, then you can copy this API, and instead of this name, email, mobile and password, you can pass the image and it will work as expected. So now let's create another API for our application, which will be update user. So I will write here app dot, here I will pass my API name, which will be update user. It will be a sync, and here I can pass request and response. Now the first step is that we have to accept some data from user, and that data will be all of these things. So let me just accept that through request.body. Okay, I am accepting all this data from user. Now I will write here try and catch block, so that if we face any error, we can catch them directly. Inside try block, I will write here await and user. This is my model, and inside this I will pass update one. This is a method provided by MongoDB, and here we have to update one details. And what will be that details? It will be the details which will have email same as the email which we are getting from user, like this. Here what this will do, it will try to find the user with this email, and this email we are getting from the user from our front end. Now here I can write that set, and inside set, what are the things we have to set? We have to set all of these things. So I will copy this, I will paste that here. I will remove name from here. Also, I don't want to update the email, so I will remove the email. Now I will save this, and if this updation part is done, then I can send the response back to the user that the data has been updated. So I can pass it like this, and the data will be updated and done. And if there is some error, I will pass the error, same like this. Okay, so here you can see at the start, I am accepting all the details which I want to update from user through request.body. This detail will be sent by React Native through the states. Then here I am finding the user with the particular email which user has sent through the React Native application. And then if I get that user, I am updating all these details of the user. Now let's go to the application and send all of this data to update our users details. Here I am at the application. Now let's create a function which will be called in that update profile button. I will create a function name as update profile. Now in this function, we have to send all this detail to our backend. For that, I am going to use the Axios. So I will just write here Axios dot post. Here I have to pass our URL, which is HTTP. This is my IP address. You should also paste your IP address. Otherwise, this might not work. And here I have to pass my API name, which is update user. Okay. Then I will come here and create a form data. Inside the form data, what are the things I am having? I will have name, and the name will represent the name. This name is representing to the name which we are accepting in our backend, which is these things. And the things at the right side are the values we are providing to that, that is our states. If both are same, we can just pass one thing like this. Okay, this is also done. So here inside axios.post, along with my URL, I can also pass the data. So I will come here, I will write comma, and then I will pass form data. Then I will use promise here just to check what it is returning. So I will get this response, and I will just console.log that response. I'll save this. I will call this update profile on my button. This is my update profile button, and here I will pass on press profile. Okay, we'll save this. Okay, now let's check the output. So I will click here. Now before checking the output, we are updating the user's details here. So the first prerequisite is that the whatever user detail is present on the home page, we should get it here so that user can update that. For that, what we will do, you can see here at the home page, I am having all the users data, and this update profile component is the child of our home page. So we can pass the data from our home screen to this update component. To pass the data, we can go to homescreen.jsx, and here you can see this is my function which is getting the user's data, and we are storing the user's data inside this state which is user data. Then I will scroll down, and this is the code which is navigating us to the update profile. So along with this navigate update profile, we can also pass data like this. I will write here data, and that data which we want to pass is the user data, which is the state in this page. We'll save this. I will go to update profile. To accept the data, I will scroll up, and here I will import use route from React Navigation native. After that, I will scroll down, and here I will create a variable named as route, and I will assign that use route to this. Then here, to check whether that data is coming or not, I will write here use effect, and inside use effect I am going to console this route. So I will write here console.log.params, and I will save this. I will open my console. Okay, now I will click on this. Here you can see when I am navigating to this screen, I am getting the user's detail. Now I can map this user detail to my UI. So let's do that. So I will come here, and here you can see I am getting all the users data inside this variable. So inside the use effect, I will remove this and create a variable named as user data, and I will assign route.params.data. Okay. Now I have to link all the data to each of their states. To do that, I will come here and I will assign set email, and I will set that email to user data dot email. Same way I will do for each and every state. Okay, I have mapped all the data coming from the previous screen to this screen to their respective state. Now still the data is not visible here. To make the data visible, I will go to that text input, and I will write here default value, and I will set this to their particular state, which is name. Now I will save this, and you can see whatever data which is present in the previous screen is visible here. Same thing I will do for each and every text input. So I will come here, and I will write default value, and I will set it to email. We can leave this radio button. Then I will come here to profession, and I will do same default value, and it will be set to profession. Thing for mobile. And then I will save this. Okay, every data is populated. Mobile number is missing, so let's check that. Okay, I have not added mobile here, so let me just add mobile also. So I will write here set mobile and set it to user data.mobile. You can see the mobile has been populated. Now let's check this from start. So I am at the home screen, and I'm going to update my data, and here you can see all the data have been populated. Okay, I'm getting this message image source is null. Let's handle this also. So I will come below, and here I have added this condition only, that image is equal to empty. So I will add this or, and I will write here image is equal to null. Then also I will have to show that image. So I will save this, and you can see it is totally working fine. Also I'm getting this username, email. Email is uneditable because we don't want the user to change the email. The gender and the profession was not present for the particular user. That's why they are empty, and the mobile number is there. Now let's try to check this update profile. So I will come here at the top. Everything is looking good. Instead of this response, I will just pass here response.data. So I will save this. Now let's try to upload the image. So I will click here. I will select the image. Oops, you can see here that my image has came for 1 second and it gone. Why it is? It is because inside this use effect I am setting that image, and currently that image from the previous screen is null. So every time I am selecting this, it is setting it to null. So to perform use effect only once, we can pass empty here. Also at the start, when I have assigned these values to this particular states, I have by mistakenly used on press. We have to use on change. So make sure to convert that on press to on change. Keep on press on just this radio button, and rest we have to use on change. So I think everything is looking good. Also we have to add here gender. So I will pass here gender. Now I will save this. Again I will select this. I will select this image, crop, and you can see it is visible. Now I will change my name to Thakur, and email will be same, gender will be male, and my profession I will just write here doctor, and for mobile number I am changing just 1 digit. On update profile, let's see in the console, and you can see in the console I'm getting status okay. Instead of this thing in the console, we can show the toast message here. I have already integrated toast message. If you want to learn that, then you can go and watch my previous video. Now I will go to my previous screen, and here you can see the data is not updated, so we have to fix this also. But for now I will just reload my application, and now all the updated data should be visible here. Let's see this. You can see we are getting the updated data. Now if you see here, my gender is male and my profession is engineer. I have set it to doctor. So let's check what is the problem here. So I will go to my home screen, and here I will just scroll down, okay, user data.email, and then okay, gender is male. This has been sent manually. So here I will pass user data dot gender. Okay, one more thing here. While adding this user data dot gender, make sure to add some condition here like this, because gender, profession and image are not available for all the users, then it might cause you the error. So that's why it is better to handle that. So I will write here user data dot gender is equals to this and is equals to undefined, or user data dot gender is equals to null, then I will show nothing, otherwise I will show gender. So make sure to handle all of these things. I will copy this same condition. Oops, not just gender, we have to pass here user data dot gender. Okay, I will save this, then I will copy this, then I will again go to profession. I will change this to profession and change all the gender to profession. I will save this, and yeah, mobile number is there, and you can see inside the profession I'm getting the doctor. So it is totally working fine. Okay, now let's fix the sync issue. For that I will go to edit profile, then I will go to my update profile, and here inside the code where I am updating the user's detail, I will add one condition here, and condition will be like if my response dot data dot status is equals to okay. Okay means that my user's data have been updated successfully. I will show here a toast message. So I will write here toast. This is the custom toast. If you want to learn how to show this toast, then you can go and watch my previous video. Now I will just update this male to female, and I will click on this update profile, and you can see I'm getting this message updated. Now if I visit back, you can see nothing happened here, like gender is still male. So to fix this, I will go to homescreen.jsx, and this is happening because when I'm navigating back from that screen to this screen, use effect is not calling, because inside use effect I'm calling this get data through which we are getting the user's data. So this is only not calling. So what I will do, I will just remove this get data from use effect. Here I have used use focus effect, so that to control the back button, like from home screen, if I click on this back button, I am getting this pop-up, and this pop-up is possible because of this use focus effect. So inside this use focus effect, there is use callback. Here only I will pass that get data. Now I will save this. What this will do, whenever our screen is focused, it will call this API. And you can see the moment I hit save, it has been changed to female. Now let's try to edit. So I will go here. I will change my name to Adarsh, and I will just click on this update profile, and I have got updated. I will go back to that home screen, and you can see it has been changed to others. But still here the image is not coming. It is because I think I have not linked image here. So I will quickly come here, and I will write here the same condition, that if user data is equals to null, or user data is equals to empty and null, I will show this image. Otherwise I will show user data dot. We'll save this, and here you can see I'm getting the profile photo. Let's do it once again. So I will come here, I will update my profile photo. It will be this React Native. I've done cropping, and it is done. I will change this name from Adarsh to debug. Not able to change the email. You can see here I will change this to mail, and I will change this mobile number to some random mobile. Okay, now I will click on this update profile. I've got the message updated. I will go back to my home screen, and you can see here each data is updated. That's it for the video. This is how you can update the user's profile and the user's data in React Native through MongoDB and Node.js. Do subscribe to my channel and make sure to follow the playlist to learn something more exciting. Thank you.